Yo, what up, fam? It's Phantom. Welcome back to another Pokemon Blaze online video. I'm so excited to get into this. We have gotten this game now for just about under a week, and I want to let you guys know the top 10 tips and tricks for the game so far. If you guys like this video, make sure you hit the like button, and if you guys want to see more Pokemon Blaze online content on this channel, make sure you subscribe so I know that you guys want to see more of this video. And we are getting so dangerously close to 1,000 subs, which is really, really exciting. But before we get into it as well, I wanted to say, make sure you stick to the end because there's some tips at the very end that I think are not only important for yourself, but also important for the longevity of the game. And that is really, really important. So make sure you stick to the end so you guys can hear that. But thank you guys so much for watching this. Let's just hop straight into it.
Number 1.
Deposit money often. In this game, when you have more money on you, when you faint and you lose all your Pokemon, which will absolutely happen to you quite a bit of times, make sure you deposit money so you have less on you, so that way when you lose and you die and all your Pokemon faint, you won't lose as much money. The more money you have on you, the more money you lose. So make sure use the deposit ATMs as often as you can, whether they're free ones or if you've got the premium subscription, so you can use the premium ones, but just make sure you're depositing money as often as you possibly can.
Number 2.
Going off the last tip, this is really important to deposit your money, because what I suggest you do to save yourself a little bit of time is when you are grinding, you're going to run out of PP or you're going to run out of health or what have you. Eventually you're going to lose your Pokemon. What I suggest you do, lose all of your Pokemon. So if you plan on only grinding up 3 Pokemon, only have 3 Pokemon on you, let them all faint. That saves you the walk to the Pokemon Center. And as long as you are following the first step of making sure you're depositing often, that won't be a problem, because you're only going to lose a few Pokedollars, and I promise you'll make it back quicker if you just let yourself die. Save yourself your trip to the Pokemon Center. That way you can just get straight back into grinding. Unfortunately, with this game, we do lose PP every time we fight, and it doesn't get replenished after every battle, so grinding can be a little bit more difficult in this game. But one way to make it a little easier is to make sure, just let yourself faint, let all your Pokemon struggle to death or whatever it is, and that way you get straight back to the Pokemon Center and you get back to the grinding area as quickly as possible.
Number 3.
And speaking of grinding, make sure you are grinding close to a Pokemon Center. Every single town has a Pokemon Center in it, and make sure you are as close to a Pokemon Center as you can when you are training. When you want to grind Pokemon, the best thing is to be near a Pokemon Center, because that's going to be probably the bulk of your time that's not spent grinding is going to be spent going to and from the Pokemon Center. So make sure you're as close to a Pokemon Center as you can get.
Number 4.
So this next tip, make sure you grind your Pokemon in an area that you can one-shot all the Pokemon in that area and not two-shot them or what have you. Make sure you are battling in an area that your Pokemon can one-shot the Pokemon. Even if that means you have to go back to an older town and go to an older Pokemon Center, that way you can be near Pokemon that are lower level. It is way better for you to do that. Grind your Pokemon up until where you can fight the higher level and then move on to the higher level, as long as you can one-shot. When you're not one-shotting these Pokemon, it's significantly slower when you're grinding. Make sure you're able to one-shot the Pokemon every single time, no matter what the Pokemon is, and that'll speed up your grinding significantly.
Number 5.
This next tip, don't be afraid to pick up a Pokemon that has a tight matchup for whatever gym is next. So I'm stuck on the Ghost gym right now, and the best thing for me to do is to grab a Psychic type Pokemon like Ralts or something like that. It's really, really beneficial to train up a Pokemon that has a strength to the gym leader so it can help you. This game is not easy, and they've made it difficult, and I think the Pokemon are even EV trained against you, so that means it's not going to be quick and easy like most Pokemon games to be able to just get through the first 8 gyms. There is going to be some grinding, and the best thing you can do is pick up Pokemon for the next gym that you're going to have a type advantage of, so that way you can get through that gym leader a lot quicker.
Number 6.
The Versus Seeker is very important in this game, and you need to learn how to use it. You'll see it in the top right corner. Make sure you open that and you're reloading the Versus Seeker as often as you can, and make sure you go and fight the trainers that you can up to the level that your Versus Seeker is up. That will very much help you, because not only does it give you XP for Pokemon that you have in all of your team, so all of your Pokemon are going to get XP that are on your team, but also it helps because they give you items and money that you can also use to buy other things, and items are really important and kind of expensive in this game, especially at the beginning. So make sure you get potions and various other things that you get from these trainers, and the more you do this and the higher it is, the easier it's going to be once you get to the end game, where you can use this Versus Seeker and be getting even better items and better Pokemon and things like that as you continue to train against the Versus Seeker trainers.
Number 7.
The next tip really helps with the last tip, and that's teleporting. Teleporting is really, really helpful in this game. If you guys don't know how to teleport, you will see a guy looking like this, and he's got the psychic balls and things like that. He is the person you want to talk to if you want to teleport around the map. He can teleport you to different cities around, and it's very helpful because it does cost a little bit, but it saves you a ton of time, so you don't have to bike around. Sinnoh is a region where you go back and forth with a lot of it, and none of it. It's not straightforward like a lot of other regions, so having the ability to teleport around really helps. So make sure you implement that, especially when you're using the Versus Seeker. You can go back to the first town when your Versus Seeker is very low, Sanjum Town, and you can get your Pokemon up that way and then go right back to where you were.
Number 8.
EVs or effort values in this game are not allocated automatically like the other Pokemon games. Make sure you're applying these EVs. So if you open up your Pokemon, you go to the EV tab, you'll see all these bars there that you can raise the EVs. If you don't know really what that is, I will have a link to Smogon, the website that talks about competitive Pokemon, and I'll also try to have it to where it's the beginner's guide. That way you guys can understand competitive Pokemon a little bit. You don't need to understand a lot of it, but you do need to understand IVs and EVs and natures. Those are very important things for Pokemon, and normally I say this wouldn't apply to just playing a normal Pokemon game, but since this game is harder and since you do have to really have your Pokemon EV trained pretty decently to get far in the game, it'll help you out a ton if you go check out these resources. That way you'll understand it a little better and you can get through the game a lot easier.
Number 9.
All right, these last two tips are really kind of outside of the game that are really important, that I think will help everybody, not only for your in-game time, but also help the community overall. The next tip is check the Discord in the description for the official Discord of Pokemon Blaze Online. It's very important that you're checking this Discord because not only does the developer talk to the community, but he also gives announcements, and all of the developers tell you when the server's down, since I know it's a little shaky right now since it's right at the launch of the game. And then also it'll tell you if there's any updates to the game, so you have to keep track of. Maybe there'll be tournaments in the future that are announced on Discord. Make sure you're checking the Discord because you can keep up to date with the developers, and that way you know what's going on in the community, and it'll help you out a lot.
Number 10.
The last tip, and this is so important, guys, and this goes also with the Discord, but just even in game or just in general to your friends, speak your mind. Let the developers and the players and everybody else know what you do and you don't like about this game. In fact, I'm going to be having a first impressions video coming out very soon. So again, make sure you're subscribed so you don't miss out on that. But I'm going to talk about what I like, what I don't like, and what I really don't like. And there are some things that I love about this MMO, and there are some things that I'm not the biggest fan of and I hope changes. And I think that the developer really wants to know your constructive criticism. Now, don't go into the Discord or don't go into the chat and say, this game's garbage, blah blah. If you think the game is garbage, construct it in a constructive manner and say it, and say the reasons why you don't like the game, and hopefully they can improve it to make it the best Pokemon MMO on the market. I think this truly can be one of the best, if not the best, Pokemon MMO on the market, but we have to be able to speak our mind and let the developers and let other players know this is what we like, this is what we don't like. We want more of this in our Pokemon MMO, we want less of this. I think it's very important, and I think you guys really have some great ideas. I've already heard some things that some people don't like that are further in the game than I am, and some people that they really like about some things. So I'm excited to get further in the game so I can have a full review. I will also be doing a full review for this game once I get to the end game, once I get some my feelers around and really understand what this game's all about. But for now, I'll be doing a first impressions video to give you guys what I like and what I don't like. So if I've already got that out, the link will be right here in the top right. Make sure you click that if you guys want to know my opinion. But definitely let me know your guys's. What do you guys think of the game? In the comments down below, tell me, what do you think? I know for a fact the developer has read comments on my videos, so he'll read them here. Make sure you go to the Discord and say, here, I like this a lot, here I don't like this a lot. Make sure you just speak your mind. It's so important. But thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you guys like this video, it would help me so much if you hit that like button, and if you guys subscribe so you can see more content like this. Thank you guys so much for watching again. I will see you in the next one.